Hello and welcome to the course information section. The first section we're going to deal with is the syllabus. So let's just flip over those documents here. This is the course syllabus, describes everything that you'll be learning in this course and the expectations. The first portion is how to get in touch with me. Email is the best way. I do check my email multiple times a day during the week and a couple of times a day on the weekends. I generally get back to you within 24 hours. So if you haven't heard from me within 24 hours, make sure you spelled my name right. It's Hynes. Or just click on the many links through Blackboard and contact me that way. You also can call me. So far this semester, obviously off campus. If you call this number, it gets turned into an email, a voice text email that is then sent to my account, and I can open it and respond to you. I generally prefer email so that I don't have to use my private phone to return your call. Office location for now is off campus. I am holding a WebEx for half an hour every Tuesday at 2, both for your class and another course that I'm teaching. I found this worked in the past semester very well. Not a lot of people participate, but when they do, often the questions that they're asking are relevant to the group. If I find that I get a lot of the same question, I will often send out an email afterwards saying, here's kind of what we covered, if anybody's thinking about these same things. So Tuesdays at 2, totally voluntary, completely optional, but that time is available to you. At the same time, you can also just email me and ask for a WebEx by appointment, and we can just sort out a time that we're both available. So work environment communication, very practical course as you prepare for the field of work. I will leave you to read over the 7 learning goals and objectives of the course. We will be dealing with those in one of your early assignments to make sure that you've read them over. As well, how are you going to get your marks? Well, there are both assignments and presentations as well as tests in this course, and that is the weighting for each. Okay, so there's multiple assignments that make up those percentages. What do you need to get? The textbook, this blue one, absolutely necessary. I use it often. You will be reading from it weekly. Both your 10% term tests come directly from the chapters of this textbook. It is open book tests, so you're going to want to get a copy of it. There are multiple ways to get it. The cheapest way is to get the ebook that I believe is valid for 12 months. If you click on this link right here, it will take you to that website and you can purchase it in Canadian dollars and have access to it online. If you really want the paper copy, last semester was the first time we've used this 7th edition. The 6th edition is workable to an extent. A lot of the examples changed and the page numbers are a little skewed. I do make note of the difference in page numbers in your assignments. If you choose to use the 6th edition, you can get it for free or for cheap. You will be able to get away with it as well this semester, so just be aware of that. If you took Com Essentials, the APA manual was used in that course as well. I do not require you to buy it. The Georgian Library supplies an online, probably seen it, online APA guide that is comparable to the publication itself, so you're welcome to use that online and for free instead of purchasing that manual. All right, how do you succeed in this course? Well, there's a few ways. Have access to the textbooks, whether you're buying it to use online or in your hand, or if you're borrowing it from the libraries. All Georgian libraries, every campus has copies on the reserve desk. You have to use it within the library, and on some campuses there is a time limit for how long you can have it. So just be aware of that. There are other required readings throughout the course as well, and you will be made aware of those during each week as relevant. Please plan to log into Blackboard, regularly in your student email a minimum of twice a week. You will hear from me every Friday, and you will hear from me a second time during the week when I have graded your class's assignments. I do send out an email alerting you that those are marked. As well, Blackboard has a feature where if you have yet to hand in this week's assignment, it can send you a reminder about 24 hours before it's due, just as a little heads up, don't forget about this assignment. So you will hear from me regularly via email, so be sure to check your student email. Group work is not required this semester because we are online. Sometimes you will have the ability to choose a partner or two for some assignments, but you will be aware of that at the time. Be on time. Don't procrastinate your assignments. All assignments will be submitted via Blackboard. There is one that you will be doing, or maybe two that you're doing, using something called Flipgrid, which is a way to do interviews, and also I think I have you do a presentation using it. But I will give you all those details as the time comes for those. Late work will receive a grade of 0. The only exceptions are bereavement, a death in your family where you have to be present for funerals or that type of arrangements, or for your own medical reasons. Please be aware that both situations need to be documented. So from a medical professional, you have to have appropriate documentation, and if it's a bereavement, we will require something like the online posting notice of obituary, that type of thing. So please be aware of that. If either of those awful situations happen for you, please directly get in contact with me as quickly as possible. Library Commons, you should have gotten oriented with them last semester as you took Com Essentials, or if this is your first communications course you're taking, you still will need to access the Library Commons. So please look around there, get your remote access with your login and PIN set up, just so that you're ready to roll when we need you to be. As well, at times throughout the semester, if I see you struggling, especially with your language and writing abilities, I might refer you to the language or writing centers or peer tutoring. All those things are available at the campus. You have already paid for them, so it's wise to use them if you should have need for them. Regarding late and missed assignments, you can review the academic policies. Policy 8.2.2 is the one that I go by. That's the policy that's in place, and I follow it. Academic integrity. You should be aware of the contents of the college calendar. Plagiarism is dealt with seriously in this course. When I catch you, you will face academic penalty. If it's your first offense, you get a 0 in the assignment. If it's a second offense, you can receive up to a 0 in the course, and beyond second offense, it becomes an issue for the registrar's office, and it goes out of my hands what your penalty is. So be aware of that. Don't plagiarize. Don't hand in work that you used for another course. And if you have any doubts, contact me about what is allowed and what is not allowed. I do have the right at any time during the semester to require you to submit your work to Turnitin, or I can do it for you. And a couple of times you will be using Turnitin to submit your work as well. And I wish you every success. All right, so that's it for the syllabus. I also want you just to take a peek, on page, at the Syllabus Addendum. This is the one that was handed out in the summer, so if this is your second semester, you've probably already seen this. Since we're purely online, it's pretty irrelevant. If we should happen to go back in the classroom at some point, you will need to know some of these things. You can read over that at your leisure. Okay, because we're online, I'm just going to skip right by. Okay, back to Blackboard. Sorry, I'm making a mess here. I think that's it for our syllabus. So I'm going to pause there, and I'm going to get you then to go down and look at this weekly schedule screencast next. Thank you.